All right.
What's up, man?
We got Tyrin Turner in the building.
What's up, Vlad? What's up with it?
You know, the person responsible for one of the most iconic characters in movies of all time with Caine.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, this is how many years later? 20-something years later?
20-something years, yep.
20-something years later, and you ask any hip-hop kid about, you know, Menace II Society or Caine or O-Dog for that matter, They know exactly what it is.
Man, just blessed, man. The character just really transcended to it's kind of like it keeps just growing. Like,
yeah.
I don't.
Yeah, man.
Whoever
Congratulations, man.
Thank you so much.
Big fan. So originally you grew up in South Central?
Grew up in South Central LA, 51st and Hoover.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Now, that was a gang area at the time, but you never got into any of that.
No, I just, you know, a lot of my friends I grew up with were in gangs and stuff like that. I never really wanted to be involved in it, but I always had the street element. Like, I wasn't affiliated, but I had to do some of the things. I had to fight. I had to, you know, all the things that you do in the neighborhood.
Okay, but you never joined yourself?
Never in life.
What area was that?
The Hoovers.
The Hoover Crips?
Hoover Crips, yep.
Okay, and did they try to recruit you at all? Because you're living there, and you know, they're trying to get their numbers up.
No, I never really got recruited. I was just, you know, it wasn't like that. I was just in the neighborhood. No one ever came and said, you need to be from Hoop. No, it was never that. Because we kind of grew up with the guys that, I kind of grew up with some of the guys that were Hoover, and it just never came up like, man, you should join the gang. It was just, they was from Hoover. I was just me.
I feel you. I feel you. Now, your mom actually caught you stealing at one point.
Oh man, yeah, that was crazy. I was like 10, something like that, and we was at, it was a Zodi's, you know, how long ago, that Newberry Zodi. So my boy went and got these Vans, they were like World Cups, and he went in the Zodis, and they were so fresh and so white. I was like, and he came out with them. I was like, damn, that was easy. So I went back in with him to try to get me some, and somebody, a lady or a clerk or something walked me into another room. And that was the police department.
Okay.
And then from there, they snapped a picture of me. I didn't know what was gonna happen. So they drove me home in the police car. They brought me to my mom. My mom would answer the door with that, almost crying. She didn't know, oh, my baby's dead. They come to tell me, can you come view the body or whatever, that, you know how they do it. So they led me to my mom. My mom just told me to go run some water. I ran the water. She put me in the tub.
Okay.
And she just, you know, it was a beating taking place.
With extension cords?
Extension cord.
Why extension cords?
Because it burns, stings, and itches at the same time. Like, you're gonna get a burn, an itch, it's everything in one.
Why in the bathtub?
Just so I would never, because it made me, I never wanted to do that again.
But why do you have to be wet while you're getting whooped like that?
Yes.
Why? What does the wetness add to the situation?
It just adds to the sting.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So when you're wet, it stings more. Oh, okay, right.
Yeah.
So she was just basically,
don't you ever in your life do it again.
And just whooped you up.
Just whooped me up.
And
Passion of Christ style. Passion of Christ style.
Right. After that, you were good.
After that, I was good. I'm like, I'm cool.
You stopped stealing?
I stopped stealing. I just, you know. I used to eat candy in the supermarket. You know how remember how I used to have the candy in the market? I used to, you know, eat that every now and then just to walk by, but, you know, nothing major. Right.
But other than that, you weren't.
Right.
Your life of crime was
right.
over. Was there at that point. Now, you had a kind of a different story when you lost your virginity.
It was different. Yeah, I was like 12 years old. Like 12 years old. My home, I had a BMX bike. It was white and blue. My boy picked me up on my own bike, got on the handlebar and said, yo, it's this girl around the corner, you know what I'm saying? She letting everybody, you know, fuck, you know what I'm saying? So I can cuss, right?
Yeah.
She had letting everybody hit. She's like 16. So we went around the corner.
You were how old?
I was like 12.
And she was 16. Okay.
She was like 16, 17. So we went around the corner, we went through the window, and my homeboy was hitting or whatever, and I was like, I couldn't wait to hit next or whatever. So when I get on it, I seen all this hair on her coochie, right? So that scared. I was like, whoa, cause I didn't have none on mine. I didn't have hair on mine yet, so I didn't know what the fuck that was. I was like, what the fuck? It looked like a SOS pad or something. I didn't know what the fuck. So I'm like, oh shit. So I panicked a little bit. So then my other homeboy went, and then I kind of waited to try to figure out, okay, I guess it's cool to go in there. So after he went, I went.
So you had thirds,
I had thirds.
sloppy thirds.
So I had sloppy thirds.
Okay. And that was the first time you had
And
sex.
that was the first time I had sex. And then I remember I liked how I felt. So I always used to ride my bike around there, but the door wasn't open no more. It was the weirdest thing. I never could get it again until I got like 17.
Okay. Did you ever see the girl again?
Yeah, I seen her when I got a little older.
Okay.
Yeah, I seen her again, but it wasn't like something I wanted to hit. It wasn't like, it was whatever at the time, but.
Yeah, I guess y'all got that little connection where it's like,
Yeah.
all right, we just not gonna talk about
Yeah.
it. Like I know and you know, we just go.
Yeah,
keep
I've never seen much hair in my life.
I feel you. So, like, at what point did you actually want to act?
I've always was a class clown and stuff like that or whatever. And I remember my cousin had went to this acting workshop or whatever, and I was like, let me go. So we went to the acting workshop, and we were just, I guess she made me do like some kind of commercial thing on paper or whatever. And they didn't even have enough room in the class at first or whatever. So I did the little commercial, Skippy peanut butter, wow, and whatever the hell. And she was like, wow, you're a natural. So from that point on, I just fell in love with just, the art of just making people laugh, cry, smile,
Okay. So, are you starting to take acting lessons at this point? Or are
Yeah,
you
I was
classes?
I was taking the little classes, but I always had a naturalness about myself, so I didn't want to lose that. I wanted to kind of like learn a little bit, but kind of keep my naturalness, because sometimes as an actor, people start acting like they're acting, and I never wanted to just lose the realness.
Okay. Now, you end up being in the Janet Jackson Rhythm Nation video.
Right.
Which, for those that don't remember, for those that are like a little too young to remember, this was like the video of its time.
Right.
It was like at the height of Janet Jackson. It was high budget. It
Right.
was like, because Michael Jackson had already kind of stopped sort of,
Right.
doing stuff. So Janet was like next
Right.
big artist. I think Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis produced the album,
Yes.
and it was like, this was like a huge, huge album, and this was
Right.
the main song off that album. And here you are, you're like, it's like you're one of the stars
Right.
of the video,
Right.
essentially. How did that come together?
Caught the bus to this audition. They had this guy named Josh Miller who was supposed to play the character I played. They already had him cast or whatever. So I come in, and I was like, they was like, we already got the person we want cast. But I was like, okay, well, if you want to, you can still give it a try or whatever. So I went in, I give it a try, and then they were just like, They just kind of like.
But there's no speaking in the role, right?
Yeah, there is a speaking role. It's a longer version.
Oh, okay. I never saw that. Okay.
Yes, so there's a longer version with dialogue in it.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, so you didn't see that one. So there was a longer version. So they was like, wait a minute, we want Janet to see you. We want Janet to see this. So Janet came in or whatever. She sat down or whatever. And then I did this little thing where I had to cry and do all this and I won her over.
Okay. Did you guys speak at all?
You know what? I don't remember because her voice was so like, hey, it's just so light. It's like I don't know if she said hi or like it was just
Okay.
a Michael. It was a Jackson moment.
Okay. And then you're actually part of the filming of this video, and this was probably like $1 million video or
Yes.
something at the time. This
Right.
was super high budget.
Right.
How was that experience?
That experience was great. It was. I remember like hugging on Janet or whatever, and like just like I felt like I was falling in love. Like I was just like, man, I don't know if she feel it, but I feel something different.
Right, because at the time, that was like the baddest chick in the game,
Right.
Janet Jackson.
Right. She was like the Beyonce or
Of the time.
Of the time.
That's actually a great comparison. She
Yes.
was the Beyonce of
Right.
that time, yeah.
So I remember hugging her, and I remember, we had a scene where we looking in each other's eyes. I'm like, why is she looking at me like that? Like I'm taking it the wrong way. Like why is she? Because I'm gazing in her eye like this shit's real. You know what I mean? And, I'm young and hormones. It's real.
Okay. So you end up doing that. Was it a good paycheck or was it just the exposure?
I think it was like it was good for the time. I think like 7,000. It was for the
Nice.
time. Yeah, it was.
And that was your biggest check at the time?
Yeah, it was cool.
Okay. So after that, you actually tried out for Boyz n the Hood.
I tried out for Boyz n the Hood. I did the whole spiel, went in there, met John Singleton. You know, I remember like yesterday, I went in there and it was the scene where, you know, when Cuba got it, he got on.
Damn, okay. You put me right there. You put me right into that scene right there.
And I did that whole little thing, and John Singleton was like, oh, you got it, and the whole nine. And that's when I learned Hollywood is, they'll just say you got something.
When you really don't.
When you really don't. They'll just say anything.
Because Cuba Gooding Jr. ended up getting.
Cuba Gooding Jr. ended up
got the role, who later on got an Oscar and
yes,
had a pretty good career.
Yeah, played OJ.
Yeah, right. Played OJ. Exactly. Did he win an Emmy for that?
I'm not sure, but somebody won an Emmy for it.
Yeah, there was definitely some Emmys around that.
Right.
There was definitely Emmys around that particular series. Great series.
Right.
So you lost out on to the Boyz n the Hood.
Right.
Role. The movie comes out. Does well.
Yes.
Does very well. You know, Ice Cube's acting debut as well.
Yeah.
Great movie.
Yes. Incredible.
But then here comes a movie called Menace to Society.
Right.
Now, from what I understand, the Hughes brothers had seen you in the Janet Jackson video.
Jackson and America's Most Wanted.
America's Most Wanted.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, you were doing like reenactments or
yes,
something?
Yes, I did a reenactment.
Aha. Okay. So how did that whole initial set of meetings come together?
I was at the house, not doing nothing. My mom was like, "You need to go to school. I'm bored." She's like, "You need to do something." I'm like, I go out in the middle of the grass, like, God, please do something. I don't want to. I can't. I need something to happen. My mom is telling me to go to some kind of junior college, community college. I'm like, oh God. So I get a phone call about a movie called Menace II Society or whatever. So I'm at the house, and my homeboy at the time, he's dead now, rest in peace, he got killed. I'm at the house and I'm like, man, I need a ride to this audition or whatever. And he's like, all right. He didn't have no brakes on the car, nothing. It was like a El Dorado, no brakes, no registration, no nothing. So I'm half asleep. I get in the car. I'm like, man, whatever. We go to the thing. I get there to the audition. I'm in the lobby like that. I'm in the lobby. And then Alan Hughes come and say, he's like, Tyrin. I was like, hey, what's up? I'm like, why ain't know my name like that though? I'm kind of confused. He was like, man, we've been looking for you for a long time. I said, what? He said, we've been looking for you for a long time. So I said, okay, well, let me wipe my eye. Maybe this could be serious. They looking for me. Okay, so I wipe my eye, go in the bathroom, put some water on my face, get myself together, come back out. And like, yeah, man, we just want to, don't worry about too much. Just come in, you know what I'm saying? We just want to see how you look on camera and stuff like that or whatever. And I was like, okay. And they were saying, like, we're a big fan of yours. And I literally just said a few lines and left. I leave and I just had a good feeling about it or whatever. Then Alan called me like a couple of days later and said, I'm coming to get you. Come over to my house. They take me to Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles. We go to Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles. I take my uncle. They talking to me, and then they under the table he had the Menace II Society script, and he's like, "You're Kane," and gave me the script just like that.
You just read a couple of lines.
A couple of lines. It wasn't even an audition like that. It was just more like they knew that what they wanted because they seen me do a reenactment on America's Most Wanted, and then they seen the Rhythm Nation. So in their eyes, they seen the innocent boy. Because if you see Rhythm Nation, he was a boy, he was kind of innocent, so they seen all that.
Okay.
You know, and America's Most Wanted let them get a chance to see the rough side. Rhythm Nation showed them the vulnerable side, this loving kid.
So you get a role, the starring role, in a theatrical release.
Right.
So tell me about how the movie starts to come together with the cast. By the time you were cast, was there anyone else locked in yet?
When I was cast, nobody really was locked in like that, but Tupac was signed on, kind of like, Tupac was kind of signed on.
And he was supposed to play Sharif?
Sharif.
Right, that's the Muslim friend.
He was supposed to play the Muslim friend.
Yeah.
So he was signed on to be like Sharif or whatever. Tupac was, and that was really the only one I remember that was kind of signed. Yeah.
So O-Dog wasn't there yet.
O-Dog wasn't there yet. And we
Okay.
were reading for other people. Jada, nobody was there yet. Jada came in and read.
Right, Jada Pinkett's in it.
Yeah.
I totally forgot, right?
Yes, yes.
Right, and then you guys went on to have MC8.
MC8.
I think Saphir made a cameo.
Saphir made a cameo.
Too Short made a
Too
cameo.
Short made a cameo.
MC Pooh.
Yeah,
it was like a hip hop movie.
Yeah,
it was like a real hip hop like cameo
Right.
kind of like they were throwing in all these Bay Area rappers. I was living in the Bay at the time.
Wow.
Yeah. Okay. So this is all coming together, and the process starts, but then something happens with Tupac.
Right.
Now, I had Mo Preem come in here and talk to me about it. He was, Tupac's stepbrother.
Right.
He was running around with Tupac, taking
Right.
him to all the reads and,
Right.
and everything else like that. So he told me, this is the version of the story he told.
Brenda's got a baby.
Yeah.
Pac let the Hughes brothers direct that video.
Oh, I didn't know
Pac
that.
put them on. He helped put them on in the game. That was their first big break. One of their first big breaks. So that was done. They know Pac was blowing up as an actor. And it was like, yo, Pac, I want you to be in this movie. He's like, all right, I'm down, but I got to do this other shit first. I got to do Poetic Justice first. And then I'm at you. He did the Poetic Justice and he didn't got at him. But when he got back at him, and they try to act all fly with Pac when he got in rehearsal, like, we need you to read, why ain't you here on time? And we're just talking shit. He's like, hold on, homie. Then Pac caught him at Spice One's video shoot.
The story that MC8 told me, from his point of view, he said that
my take on it was every time we got ready to rehearse, he had an opinion about his character. Every time it came down to him to start reading, he would stop and just start going, well, why my character ain't this? Why this, why that? So he wanted them to write in the script why he turned Muslim. Show why. Okay, what? Oh, because I guess the depiction of it was supposed to be his little brother had got killed, whatever, but they wasn't going to show all that.
Okay.
It was just the point of view.
So there was more to the story than just he just showed up late and they...
Yeah,
Okay.
he didn't want that character. Or make my character so the audience can understand why I'm a Muslim now. And that's what angered him, because he wanted his imagery. This is a movie about some gang banging ass living in the hood. Okay, if you want me to play the righteous dude, then you gon' fucking show why I turned righteous.
Okay.
You're not just gonna give people the idea that Tupac is just this,
Square Muslim dude.
peace my brothers and all. Fuck that. You're gonna show a motherfucker why I turned Muslim.
Okay.
And they didn't want to do it.
Okay.
And that's what started to fall out.
My version of it is Tupac came into the reading. We were all there. Me, I don't know if MCA was there yet. It was me, Lorenz, Jada. We're all at the reading or whatever. And Tupac, we all started rehearsing and reading or whatever. And in the middle of it, Tupac was like, man, I don't know. I can't get into this character. It's just, I need more meat. I need some more, And then Alan Hughes was like, Tupac, you interrupting the session. Let's just finish reading. So we start reading again, and Tupac like, I'm sorry, I just can't get in. And then Alan Hughes was like, Tupac, why you acting like a bitch? You're acting like a bitch right now. You acting like a straight bitch. Let's step outside. This is what I hear. So Tupac and Alan Hughes step outside. Alan comes back in, and Tupac never returns. That was the last time I seen Tupac.
So Alan Hughes calls Tupac a bitch.
He called him a bitch.
And how did Tupac react when he was called a bitch?
He he didn't call him a bitch back. He just walked out. I guess him and Allen had a relationship.
Okay.
So I'm not saying that Tupac let Allen call him a bitch and was like, "What nigga was happening then?" It wasn't. It was just more like Allen was like, "Nigga, you acting like a bitch right now. Step outside." So they stepped outside, and then they had their conversation, and Tupac never showed up again. And then they hired my boy Vontae Sweet, who plays Sharif.
And that was the last time Tupac was associated with the film.
That was the last time Tupac was associated with the film. I didn't know Tupac at the time. I was young and fresh from my own block, so I felt a little disrespected at the time. I was like, man, who is this nigga coming up here interrupting the motherfucker? Like, we trying to do the movie. I'm starring in it. Whoever this nigga is fucking up my shit. I need this movie to go. So I didn't. So at the time, Tupac wasn't Tupac. He was just another nigga that was trying to rap to me. So why you fucking up my shit? That's how I felt.
Were you and Tupac, before that outburst, were you guys interacting at all or not really?
Not really. We wasn't really interacting. He apologized for like his outburst, like when he was in here. I'm sorry, no disrespect to the cast. He did that, but I didn't really know him like that.
Okay. So it was basically a bunch of strangers on the set starting the process.
Yeah.
Like how long into the filming did this actually happen?
This was the rehearsal before we even started filming.
So what, a couple weeks in or something? A couple weeks into rehearsals?
Yes.
Okay. So Tupac is now out of the film.
Yes, out.
But later on, Tupac reunites with the Hughes brothers.
Yes.
This was on the set of a music video.
Triggers Got No Heart.
Which was Spice One.
Yes, Spice One.
Which is on the soundtrack of the Menace II Society movie.
Yep.
The movie hadn't dropped yet?
The movie hadn't dropped yet.
Movie's not out yet. So you guys are shooting this music video, and you're there?
I'm there.
Okay, are you in the music video?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm in the video.
You're in the video. You're there. The Hughes brothers are there.
Yes.
Spice One's there.
Yes.
And then what happens? Tupac shows up?
Yeah, Tupac showed up.
How deep?
Probably like 10 or 15 deep.
Okay. He shows up, and then what happens?
We're filming the video. Tupac come up. I don't know if Allen or Allen was right there at the time, but he came up. He gave people dap on the set, or whatever. He gave people dap, and then at that point he went down the hill. He like disappeared. Like say we're shooting a video right here, and then he went somewhere else. So I don't know if people was being called. I don't know what was going on. But we up there, we filming the Triggers Got No Heart video, and Tupac ain't where we're filming at. So as we're filming and the Triggers Got No Heart, we just see a whole bunch of running and rambling and just all kind of stuff, car doors, doom doom, everything going on. So we start looking down the way, and we like, what's going on? So we stop filming and we start walking as we're going down the hill. Like now we're like 200 feet away though, so we don't know what's going on yet. So when we're walking down, I just see Allen getting beat by like 10 people. I hear.
Was Tupac one of those 10?
Yes.
Okay.
Tupac one of the people. I seen Albert, his brother, run. He left the scene. He went toward the freeway, a 101 freeway, exiting.
So he ditched his twin brother.
What? He fled the scene.
Okay.
It was track shoes, done. So he left. Allen's there taking a beating, but when we get close enough to see what's going on, because at the time I wasn't close to Tupac or whatever. I just seen Allen, who was my boy. I'm like, hold up, I'm gonna help him at the time.
Right.
Like but it happened so fast, I didn't get a chance to. I'm like, hold up, what's going on? And I just felt like it was some sucker shit. Honestly, that's what I thought. But
So did you jump in at all?
I didn't get a chance to. It was over. As when it's being, all I heard was, next time you fire nigga like a man. Everybody, over.
And that was that.
Over.
Okay. Hughes brothers ended up suing Tupac.
Right.
From what I understand, they actually, I guess Mo Preem told me the story about how they show up to court and Tupac was there. It was Johnny Cochran. It
Right.
was his lawyer, and Mo Preem and
Right.
whatever. And the Hughes brothers show up at the same time in the lobby, and then Tupac was like, "Motherfucker, I'll beat your ass again. This thug life." And Johnny Cochran was like, "Tupac, calm down, Tupac.
Yeah,
Like, not here."
Tupac was off the hook, but I got a chance to meet Tupac again after all that though.
Okay.
See, the thing was before he was Tupac, he wasn't, it was like he was just regular. So it was like I didn't like his personality. It was a lot of things like whatever. But when I got a chance to know him and talk to him, I was like, you know what? Tupac is cool. He's interesting. And sometime in life, people just go through things, and certain influence and certain kind of demons or whatever. So I don't know, but I know when I met him, I think it was at the Image Awards. He was really cool, really just dope. I was like, oh, I like this dude. And then he had another a party when he got out of jail or whatever. And you know how you can't get in clubs and whatever. Like, no, not you. And he seen me. He was like, no, let him through. So then I chopped it up with him. And then that's when I was like, wow, I like Pac. I was like, I like Pac. And then I think he's the best rapper. And I really started to really grow into really liking him.
Yeah, man. So, when you were putting the movie together, did you think you had something big on your hands, or was it something like, well, I don't know?
I didn't know. I just knew that it's a movie that's supposed to come out at the movie theater. So I just was like, people gonna see me. I didn't know at what level, what capacity. I just know, well, some people gonna see me. Something gonna happen. I knew something was up. But when we had a screening, and a lot of a lot of hood people, a lot of people, they screened the movie, and people started cheering and screaming and crying and laughing, and I was like wait a minute, this may be something.
It comes out, I think it made $28 million at the box office, which at the time for an indie film was like huge.
Right.
And it just had so many classic lines in it.
Right.
Like, if you say, I feel sorry for your mother. Like,
Right.
you know exactly.
Right.
Or, what'd you say about my mama? Like,
Right.
like these lines.
Right.
Or I'll suck your dick. Like,
Right.
stuff that you wish you didn't remember,
Right.
but like, you know what I'm saying? If you think about the shit that a crackhead will do for a rock,
Right.
you think
Man.
of Menace to Society.
Yeah.
Yeah, or, I said cheese, motherfucker, cheeseburger. Like,
Right. Yep.
What were your favorite lines in that film? If you think, like, what are the legendary lines in that film?
The lines that I feel like are legendary.
Yeah. What are your favorite lines?
I like when I say, "Oh, you a baller? You baller? I like that line. I like the line when Bill Duke say, "You done fucked up."
Oh yeah, right.
Yeah, you done
You done
fucked up.
fucked up, right?
I like that line, and I like Old Dog line when he say, "Anybody want a cheeseburger? Anybody want a burger? It got cheese on it." Like, nigga, who? What?
Right. I think MCA goes, man, you stupid.
Right. So yeah, that was I like that line.
So the movie comes out, and it goes crazy.
Right.
Well, what changed in your life at that point?
You know how you just go to I'm from LA, so I just like going to stores, and I just go to the liquor store and go get me a bag of chips or something. I just do regular shit. So when the movie came out, I was like, oh, I guess I can't do this shit no more. It just, you just find out certain shit you can't do no more. Like you can't just go to a regular store in the neighborhood like you used to. I remember going to a basketball game, and the whole gym, this one it was at the height, and the whole gym, when I walked in, the whole gym just looked at me, and they just like, I didn't know if I was the Beatles. I'm like, nigga, I'm just tiring, but what's up with all, they treated me like I was the Beatles or something. I'm looking at like Wesley Snipes and all these other people, and they turn like, who in the hell just walked in here? And I'm like, nigga, shit, just me. It's crazy.
Now, when you met Leonardo DiCaprio, I heard there was sort of an interesting story around that.
Yeah, Leonardo. When I met Leonardo DiCaprio, it was me and Jamie was together. And we walked into the club, and he just looked. He was like, he was like, yo, and then he just started rehearsing all my lines. He like knew all the lines better than me. I was like, wow.
What was he doing? Give me an example.
He was like, he was like, he was saying stuff like, oh, you a baller? You a baller? Give me that motherfucking shit. I said a double burger with cheese. He just knew all the lines, all of them.
So Leonardo DiCaprio started playing Caine in front of you,
Yes,
line for line.
line for line.
Man, wish I had that on video.
Yeah, I was just like, it was crazy.
I feel you.
Cool. Leonardo's cool as hell though.
So then you were in Belly,
Right.
and you played Rico.
Yes.
Love the character, by the way.
Thank you, man.
And the famous lines that you said in that film were,
I don't like that shit. I don't like that shit.
eat a banana while you eat it.
Eat the banana.
Eat the banana with banana all over
I think
your
I'm gonna have to
lips.
drop the dime on them niggas.
Whose idea was like the perm, like like the long hair?
I think me and Hype Williams came up with that because I was just like, I just want to do something crazy because I knew that, originally I was supposed to be DMX character.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
But then he got hot in rap or whatever, and I guess Hype wanted to go in that direction, which was cool.
DMX killed it.
Yeah.
That movie and the scene in Jamaica, the dance hall scene in Jamaica, made me stop and say, I want to be a DJ. And I want to be a reggae DJ. And
Right.
it literally shifted my life. And me and Barrington Levy hooked up, and I started DJing for him and DJ Vlad.
Right.
Eventually became VladTV. But that, it was done so well, and visually it looked so good that it was just like, it had a big effect on my life.
Right.
Very dope movie.
Right.
Why did Hype Williams never make a movie after that? I've always wondered about that.
I think Hype is one of those guys. He's like a genius. So he's like, sometimes you could be a genius and you just want the right material, the right stuff so bad that you just never get anything ever again.
Okay.
Because you just so like, it got to be right, it got to be this, and then you look up, and then years just pass, and you just,
Right. Nas was in the movie.
Yes.
Did you interact with him a lot?
Yeah, me and Nas are cool.
Okay. That was like his only real acting role.
Right.
It's like he did it, and then
Right.
that was pretty much it. DMX kept doing more stuff.
Right.
Method Man did a bunch more
Right.
shit. Is still doing shit today.
Yeah.
But Nas pretty much stopped.
Yeah.
T-Boss pretty much stopped.
Right.
So you saw a few people that,
Right.
the hip-hop,
Right.
R&B people kind of came and dipped their feet,
Right.
and that was it. I'd heard there was problems with the set. I heard people were, like the jail scene was a bit of a mess and stuff like that.
I didn't really, I don't know if I was around for some of that kind of stuff.
Okay.
Like, I don't remember it being any problems like that.
Okay, so you
Yeah.
from your end, it was all good. Okay. So you go and, you do these films, you star in this, huge film, but then the Hughes brothers go on to make more movies, but they don't include you
Right.
in any of these movies.
Right, I was pissed off.
Why is that?
Why was I pissed off or why they didn't?
Yeah, why are you pissed off?
I was pissed off because I felt like, when we did Menace, we had great chemistry, and why break the chemistry? And when they broke it, I just felt like that was some buster shit, and I let them know.
Right, because they did Dead Presidents,
Yeah, they did their presidents.
and they used
They used Lorenz
Tate
and
again.
and they was like, we just didn't want to use the same star in Menace in our next film. That's what they were saying.
Okay, even though they used one of the stars.
Yeah,
And you let them know how.
just like that was some buster ass shit. Like, that's fucked up. I let them know. I was like, we supposed to be cool, and y'all did that shit, and I don't like it.
But technically, they don't owe you any more films. They paid you for the film you did.
Yeah.
They gave you a great look. Everyone's adults. It's not like you signed a three film contract and they broke it on you. They just decided to go a slightly different direction.
How many times did Jerry Bruckheimer work with Will Smith? Sometimes people just how many Fast and Furiouses have Tyrin? Sometimes you got to work with people to make sure that they get to that next level as a friend. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't, if you're friends, you know what I'm saying? If we can fuck the same bitches and do all that shit, we should be able to get money. If we continue to fuck bitches together, we should continue to get money. Like that's just how I feel. Like whatever, like, you know what I'm saying? It can't just be one thing and not the other.
Okay, so you felt that you guys were friends, it wasn't just business.
Yeah, I just felt like, yeah.
Okay. What else did they end up doing, the Hughes
They
brothers?
did Their Presidents, they did American Pimp.
Right, which is a documentary.
Yeah, they did the Book of Eli with Denzel Washington.
So they had a run. It wasn't a huge run.
Yeah, they had a little moment.
Yeah.
And I think they're amazing talent, you know, but I just feel like, you know, you gotta, you know, sometimes directors, they think it's about them, but it's a, you know, it's team effort sometimes.
Well, you said you feel like black directors try to be the stars themselves?
Yeah, don't you think? Like, I mean, that's what I feel like. It's like when you don't even know I don't know who did Moonlighting or you don't know because they don't care. It's just like they just.
I mean, you know Spielberg.
You know Spielberg because
you know Oliver Stone. You know, I mean, you know the big directors.
Okay, there's three. You know how many white directors? Yeah, you know how many white directors there are though, and producers.
Let's see: Peter Jackson, James Cameron, Quentin Tarantino, Tim Burton, David Lynch, Christopher Nolan, Ridley Scott, George Lucas, Alfred Hitchcock, Clint Eastwood, Woody Allen. There's a lot. Francis Ford Coppola. Robert
Do you think
Zemeckis.
regular people know these people?
Oliver Stone? Yeah, I think so.
Oliver Stone. But if you say John Singleton right now, we all know because he did a black film that did great. So you know that John Singleton. You know Spike Lee because it stands out.
Spike Lee puts himself in the films.
Yeah, but it just stands out. It stands out when you do a black film and it's great. You can stand out. But if you're a black director and you do a white film, it's like it could be great, but they're used to that. F. Gary Gray just did. F. Gary Gray he's doing a Fast and Furious, or it's gonna.
F. Gary Gray, you know, and what's interesting is F. Gary Gray is actually probably more commercially successful than some of the other black filmmakers you made, but he's more low key.
Yeah.
You don't see him really doing interviews or commercials or anything else like that. So
he's not trying to be. Yeah, he's not
trying to be a celebrity.
Yeah.
He's dope.
Yeah,
I thought Straight Outta Compton was great.
Yeah.
You know. Okay, so at one point, I guess they try to offer you like an extra role on one of their TV series or something like that?
He was like, come in. I'm like, okay, come in and do what? I just come in and, I just want the network to see. You want the network to see what? What am I saying? It's like, nigga, if you don't get out of here, nigga.
So you had no speaking lines?
No speaking lines. What I did was when he called me, when I hung up the phone, I just kept it hung up. I just never picked it up again after I said, kill yourself. Just hung up the phone.
You said kill yourself?
Kill your whole self.
The last time you guys talked?
No, and then but now we back cool.
Y'all back cool?
Yeah,
now?
we back cool.
You guys are working on shit?
We're talking about working on stuff. Like it's just
Hollywood.
Yeah, it's just Hollywood. Just Hollywood.
Now you and Jamie Foxx are real close.
Yeah.
How did that relationship form?
How did it come together?
Yeah.
Back in the day, we just used to, we used to be promiscuous, but in a safe way.
Okay.
And then it just kind of like, I'm talking about years ago, Living Color days or whatever. And it just kept growing from there. And then one day we was chilling or whatever, he was working on the stand-up or whatever, and we just started chopping it up, and then I just started helping him write a stand-up. And so at that point, that's when our writing relationship started. Like, so we write and produce, and we do a lot of stuff together.
Okay. So you actually wrote some of his stand-up?
Yes.
Dope. Now, this was before the Oscar and everything?
Yes, before, yeah.
Okay. When he did Ray, did you know that it was going to be as big as it was?
Nah, nobody knew it was. I think it was supposed
Ray
to be.
Charles, it's a pretty big musical figure.
Nobody knew. We thought, I think it was made for TV at first.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it wasn't supposed to go theatrically.
Really? Ray originally was a TV movie?
Yeah. It was like more made for TV. It was independent.
Okay.
And then it just, I think the film just was really, really good, and they kind of switched up, and I think Ray Charles ended up dying, so it was a bigger story.
Oh, so they were filming it while Ray Charles was still alive?
Yeah.
Oh.
Ray Charles wasn't dead at the point.
Aha. Right, because I remember when I saw it, it was like, oh yeah, this is the best music biopic since What's Love Got to Do with It.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Before, you want to help Ike.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I mean, Jamie killed the role.
Yeah, he destroyed it.
What started to change, since you're around Jamie all the time? Once he had that Oscar, what started to change?
Jamie he don't necessarily he don't really change like that. Like I think he's like, has always just been humble. Like I think he handles pressure great. I think by him being a stand-up comedian, like he's used to pressure, used to attention, used to stuff. So I felt like that helped him kind of handle like, stardom, fame, Oscars, and like I've never really even seen his Oscar like that. I probably held it like once or twice. He probably only held it like once or twice.
Really? Mm-hmm. I mean, but that's the highest honor you can get as an actor.
Yeah.
Especially as a starring role and everything else like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, after you did Menace and you did Belly, you had a few roles here and there, but it wasn't really coming the same way.
Right.
Well, why do you think that was?
I felt like I've always had a young look. I felt like I never aged. So, and I think like some of the other guys that were in my bracket, like Omar Epps and Morris Chestnut and all those guys, I felt like they had a manly look about themselves, and I felt like I always looked more boyish. So when you have movies like The Program and stuff like that Omar was playing Halle Berry, like I just didn't feel like I looked like Halle Berry. I could be her husband or boyfriend. I always had like a boyish look.
Okay.
So that put me in it's like, okay, you have this guy that did this great performance, but he looks like a kid. You know what I mean? So I think with Menace, the movie was so powerful, but it was coming out of a kid. You know what I mean? Opposed to a man. Like Tupac looked like a man when he did Juice. They look like little men, Juice and Omar. They look a little older.
Okay. So I mean, you talked about how you were doing independent films where it'd be like brown paper bag money. Mm-hmm. Where they would just give you
Here go 20 racks. Here go 15. Here go 30. Yeah, I'm getting that.
Okay, but that's just coming every so often.
Yeah, yeah.
You talked about at one point how you felt like you didn't need to audition and you didn't, go and do certain things that you may have, should have done at the time.
Right. Do
you feel that's fair?
I felt like I just didn't understand that process, because I felt like coming from the neighborhood that I came from, when you go to Hollywood and they tell you, oh, after this movie you're gonna be a star, you just believe it. I didn't have nobody in my family that was an actor before me, so I can only go on what I'm hearing. Hey, after you do Menace, you're gonna be the star, and if it blow up, you don't never have to audition again. You don't have to do this, you don't have to do that. So I just literally believed what I heard. Mm. You know what I mean?
So you didn't have the right kind of agents and
no, I didn't have the right kind of I didn't have the right kind of stability. Like I feel like I had agents and everything, but you gotta understand, if you're young and you just did Menace and the whole world loving you, and no one has prepared you for it, why would you want to audition? You'd be like, wait a minute, the whole world loves me. Like, what am I? Can't y'all see it? Can't y'all see the numbers? Can't y'all see this shit? What the hell am I coming in for?
Right. So, like, did you audition for Belly?
No.
No. They were like, okay, we want Caine to play Rico, and that's pretty much it.
Yeah.
I feel you, man. So you and Jamie were working on something.
He directed me in this short film called If I Was Your Eve. What was it called, T?
Forgot about that shit.
Yeah, we forget. Yeah. What's it called? Cause we had like 3 different names. Think If I Was Your Eve. Be My Eve. Something about Eve. It's something.
Okay. And what happened with
we did it. It came out through Project Imagine. It was something that he was doing with Ron Howard's company. We did it. It was cool.
Okay. And you guys are still working together?
Yeah, we still working together. Right now, we just finished a movie called All Star Weekend that I helped write with him.
Yeah, I heard about it. Yeah, I heard
Yeah.
he was working on that.
Yeah, All Star Weekend. Me, Snoop, Jeremy Piven, Eva Longoria, Robert Downey Jr. Like it's a lot.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, you're talking about some Oscar winners.
Yeah,
in
a
there.
lot of people in there.
Robert Downey Jr. has Oscars, doesn't he?
Yeah, I think he has something. There's everybody in there. Floyd Mayweather. Like it's a lot of stars in there.
What's the concept around it? Just a big party or?
No, it's about some guys that want to go to All Star Weekend, and Jamie character loves LeBron, and Jeremy Piven characters love Steph Curry, and they just have all these kind of debates and who's the best, and we need to go to All Star Weekend, and they take a like this half a house, and they live in half a house, and they take the house on the road, and all kind of stuff happens.
Okay.
And Jamie plays like 3 or 4 characters that are hilarious.
Okay.
Yeah.
And this is Jamie's film?
Yeah, he directed it, wrote, produced,
Starred in?
starring it. Yeah.
Okay, and you have a
I have
role in it.
I have a role. Snoop have a role. We all in the film.
So is this your return to film?
It's one of them. It's a role that will be on the big screen.
Dope. That's what it is, man. Now you have your son here. So we actually have your son, whose name Lil Caine.
Right.
Is Caine your actual name?
Nah,
Nah.
my name is Tyrin. I got the same name as
Oh,
him.
okay. So you're Tyrin Jr.
Yeah.
Or the second. Okay, but your rap name,
It's Lil Kane.
Lil Caine.
Yeah.
Okay, which is no surprise.
Yeah, I guess.
Whose idea was this?
I mean, I just been hearing it all my life, so it made sense.
Oh, that's Lil Caine over there.
Yeah.
Ah, okay. So you just ran with it. Mm-hmm. So when your son tells you that he's rapping and his name is Lil Caine,
Well, at first I was just like, man, you sure that's what you want to take on or whatever? Like I was like, man, just be Lil Tyrin or whatever the case may be. But then I started thinking about it, and I'm like, you know what? Why not? People have had names like Scarface, and look at 50 Cent. It's like, if anybody can be Kane, why can't my son be Kane?
sure. Now you actually were rapping yourself at one point.
Yes.
You were signed to Rap-A-Lot Records.
Yeah. Well, I did an album, but I really couldn't rap. So I was just like, this shit is whack. I mean, I was good. I was good with melodies, and I could sing a little bit. So
Yeah.
but I got signed there as a rapper, and I just wasn't feeling that. Like I was like,
And your rap name was Caine.
yes.
Okay.
Oh, I didn't know that.
You didn't know that? But you Lil Kane.
Yeah.
Yeah, your dad's rap name was Caine.
Yeah. That's new
Tough.
to me.
Yeah, that's tough, right?
Yeah.
And in fact, like you actually had like big producers behind your shit. You had 7
Yeah, well,
who went on to do all the Murder Inc. shit, like all the big records for Murder Inc. That was
I actually discovered him, and we were yeah. So
Really?
Yeah.
You discovered 7.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
And I took him to Rap-A-Lot with me.
Aha. Because I know that James Prince was managing him at one
Yeah,
point.
'cause
Yeah.
I took him out there, and me and Seven signed a production deal out at Rap-A-Lot. We had a production deal together.
Okay.
And then he went to Murder Inc. and did that, and then it just
Went crazy with it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like all the big Ja Rule records,
Yeah,
Ashanti
all that.
records. That was all 7.
Yeah.
7 and Irv Gotti.
Yes.
Of course. Okay. Have you heard your dad's rap album?
Not at all.
No.
I didn't even know he had one.
Really? Until now?
You have one?
yeah, I got one.
Wow.
So you never heard it?
Never.
And you didn't even know his name was Caine?
And I didn't know that either.
Okay.
That's
How
crazy.
does that make you feel right now?
I don't know why I don't know it. I just found out right now.
You know you was going to Texas. That's what you was going to Texas
I didn't know the
for.
rap name. It's too much going on right now.
Okay. Now, you got introduced to music from Jamie Foxx?
No, I always did music, but I never took it serious. So it took me a minute to get serious. No one believed me or took me serious when I said I wanted to do music.
Okay.
Because every kid wants to do music.
Right.
But I stuck with it, and I made them listen to me. Like
Okay.
I didn't take, oh, you're just a celebrity. None of that shit. It's different.
Okay. So tell me music-wise, you know, once you started to kind of grind out, like what were some of the things that you started to accomplish?
I mean, I started accomplishing a lot. I started making people believe me. They took me serious. The bitches took me serious. I was the hottest nigga in my high school. They all respected me.
Word.
I dropped a song like a couple months ago. It reached like 600,000 views.
Nice.
I'm working. All the producers fuck with me. I write for other people. I do it all.
Okay. Now you and Chief Keef are supposed to do something together?
Yeah,
Okay. Is that in the works?
that's in the works.
Did he
Okay.
get out of jail yet? I'm
He's out.
He's out.
He's out. We talked the other day.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
How does he feel about that whole situation?
The nigga who told us a buster, you don't snitch on people.
Ramsey the Great.
Yeah, I know Ramsey.
You know Ramsey?
Yeah.
Okay.
I messaged him the other day. I said, me and you cool. When I met you, you was a solid nigga, but you don't snitch on nobody. You just don't do that.
From what I understand, like, Ramsey has videos of him waving around guns and stuff like that.
That's the problem. Like, you can't bring that kind of energy to yourself and then be all surprised and snitch when it happens to you. If you're waving guns and you're basically saying that that's the life you want.
Maybe Ramsey watched the first 48. I don't know. It's like, you know.
I don't know what he did.
Because I guess Ramsey, he's pressing charges. I guess
Gay.
he wants to see, I guess Chief Keef is facing 10 years or something like that.
I don't think it's that serious.
Nah. He got beat up pretty badly.
But the story behind it, I can't say the story, but
Okay, but you know the story
I
behind it.
understand why Chief did that.
Okay. Hopefully it'll work out.
Yeah,
Chief Keef got a lot of fans, man.
a lot.
Who else have you worked with besides Chief Keef?
Problem. There's a lot of other artists. I'm working with producers like 808 Mafia, James Royal,
Who in 808 Mafia?
Perps.
Okay.
He's on the Migos album Culture that just dropped.
Yeah.
Did a movie with Snoop.
Did a movie with Snoop. Yeah, I'm just working.
You know the guy who's all booed up with Iggy Azalea?
Yeah.
That's your man?
Yeah.
Anything you can say about that?
Mad because he didn't get it first. Now
No, it's all good. It's all love. It's
all
all love.
love?
Yeah. It's all
Okay.
love.
Are they together?
I don't know.
It's all
It's
love.
weird, right?
Wish him the best.
Yeah.
So, you've acted in a movie.
Yeah.
What do you think about your dad's acting?
I think he doesn't get enough credit for what he did. He changed. My generation knows about the movie,
Right.
and
And you're 18.
yeah, and I feel like they don't give him the credit he deserves. Like, you don't make a movie that was so impactful and then not believe in him to come up with that same impactfulness again. You just don't do that. If I make a hit song, then producers are gonna reach out to me and want to do a hit song with me. You feel me?
Right.
Like, you don't do that.
What was some of your favorite parts of that movie?
Shit. Probably when he the drive-through scene.
The drive-through scene.
Yeah. it just felt so real.
Yeah.
I said cheese, like that was big. That was
I
big.
remember when he said it without cheese, I'm like, something about that. Yeah, he asked for
forget the
cheese.
cheese.
This motherfucker did not order cheese in the drive-through. He's got a gun. Like,
Right.
You know that cheese is a lot when it comes to black people. Like you're like nobody just eat regular hamburgers.
And we also we do a lot behind the scenes that we don't get any credit for.
yeah.
Like, I've got songs stolen from bigger artists. We get like our slang taken. Like, we make up a lot of stuff and we get everything. We get robbed all the time.
Yeah.
But it's part of the business.
Yeah, you gotta protect yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah, we copyright all our videos
Right.
before they hit the
Right.
net.
Right.
They are registered with the Copyright Office. So whatever y'all want to do, go ahead. There's a
Right.
lawsuit waiting for you on the back end. You
Right.
know what I'm saying? That's what people don't realize, that if you don't actually copyright your shit, if you go and try to take legal recourse, if it's not copyrighted, it's minimal what you're gonna get.
Right.
The copyright is what allows you to actually go and get some real money.
Right.
So everyone who's listening to the shit, if you feel what you're making is worthwhile, then copyright that shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Don't just hope for the best, because
Right.
the best ain't gonna happen. You know what I mean?
Right.
So, do you plan to keep pursuing acting as well?
I'm gonna do it all. I want to be an entertainer.
Yeah,
Yeah. I just feel like music is an outlet to do bigger things.
that's what's up.